What if I told you that San Francisco spends $5 million of taxpayer money every year to give homeless people free alcohol? Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about California doing what California does best, which is enable addiction. San Francisco, the city, just by itself, not even the entire state, just San Francisco, spends $5 million per year of taxpayer money to give homeless people alcoholic beverages. Now, I don't know if it's just beer, and we're talking about 40 ounces of Old English, or we're talking about Mogan David 2020. We're talking about Thunderbird vodka, Josh wine. I'm not sure what we're talking about specifically as far as the exact alcoholic beverages, but they are giving free alcohol to homeless people as part of a managed alcohol program. The idea is to manage their alcoholism by giving them more alcohol. And I'm not making this up. I am not making it up. We've seen this kind of thing before because remember, they have given out crack kits to people in Los Angeles. Remember that video?
So every Tuesday and Friday in Hollywood, they have a Catholic church that gives this stuff out. This is where we living at, y'all, and this is what the government's doing. Joe Biden said he spent $60 million on paraphernalia for drugs, and this is what it looks like. It says being alive. This is a meth pipe. Yep. Right here with this bubble thing. I guess you put the meth in there. Mm-hmm. This is a crack pipe. Yep. Okay. These are all instructions on how to overdose treatment and education. This is the needle in here. I'm not going to open this. I'm scared.
That's for heroin?
Yes, for heroin. It has the alcohol pass.
That's a real needle?
It's a needle in there.
Oh my God.
And these things are like a black and mild filter that you put on the crack pipe so you don't think no one's saliva, so you don't get sick and you can do your drugs.
So they call this harm reduction. Hey, we're giving up the paraphernalia to smoke crack, to smoke meth, to shoot heroin, because if you get it from the street, it's going to cause more risk for infection. It's going to tax the medical system, all this, that, and the third. Well, maybe you might want to close the border up so we wouldn't just be awash in fentanyl and meth and crack and everything else. Maybe you might want to do that rather than giving out the paraphernalia. I mean, the next step, and I said it before, the next step is to give them the cocaine, to give them the heroin straight up for free so they could just get high right there. The same thing they do with the managed alcohol program, do that with the crack. Now, let's get back to the first thing here. This is going to be on News Nation, and this is going to be them talking about the whole crack situation. Well, pardon me, not crack, alcohol. Might as well be crack, might as well be heroin, meth. Just give out all the illicit drugs. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Growing outrage and pushback this morning from San Francisco city leaders over a controversial program that gives free alcohol to homeless alcoholics. Now, the city-run initiative is called the Managed Alcohol Program.
Now, we got a few headlines right here. New York Post, San Francisco slammed for $5 million a year program to give free alcohol to the homeless. This isn't working. San Francisco under fire for program giving booze to homeless alcoholics. Where's the recovery in all this? Daily Mail, San Francisco is giving taxpayer-funded shots of vodka shots. I was wondering what they were going to give. Like, okay, and my question is, are they going to a speakeasy? Are they going to a bar? What's happening? But anyway, shots of vodka to homeless alcoholics and $5 million program organizers claim improves participants' health. And then San Fran Chronicle, San Fran program gives homeless people free booze. Here's why. Check it out.
Or MAP. It's been around for 4 years and has cost the city roughly $20 million. Supporters say the goal isn't to eliminate alcohol use, but rather to keep individuals at a, quote, safe level of intoxication, aiming to increase their safety and overall quality of life. But critics, like our next guest, says this is only making the problem worse, and the city should be focusing on helping these people beat their addiction. Tom Wolf is a formerly homeless recovering heroin addict from San Francisco. He's gone on to start the California Peace Coalition. Tom, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Hannah. It's great to be here.
So first, explain how this program works. Can any homeless person just walk in and simply ask for a beer?
No, that's not how it works. Basically, you have to enroll in a program or you're identified as someone that has chronic alcoholism, usually because they've had many hospital visits in the past, et cetera. And then they're offered this program that comes with a variety of other services. Of course, it's not just giving someone free vodka all the time. They've been determined to be very, very sick with late-stage alcoholism, and the hope is that this program will keep them out of the hospital and potentially keep them alive.
That's completely ridiculous. Like, you're giving them alcohol. That's not how, you don't treat alcoholism with alcohol. That's not how that works at all. And I know that for sure. I'll talk about my personal experience. I'm not an alcoholic, but I have a story to tell.
Someone who personally experienced homelessness and addiction, do you think this program is going to help people? Also, how different is it from a safe injection site that we've also seen pop up in parts around the country?
Same.
Well, the way I try to frame this is that, look, I understand the concept, okay? But as someone that used to use heroin on the street, if you enrolled me in a program where they were just giving me half of the dose of heroin that I normally take every day in the hopes that I wouldn't use more, to be quite frank with you, I would probably still be on the street and still using, or I'd be dead from drug overdose at this point. So you have to really wonder for the amount of money that.
So it says managed alcohol program, philosophical framework. And then it says the goal is to decrease harm, not to decrease volume of alcohol consumed. Provide supportive option for individuals who are not currently interested in abstinence-based options or have failed prior attempts at abstinence-based programs. Prevent withdrawal and associated complications, decrease acute alcohol-related harms, health, legal, interpersonal, improve safety and quality of life, decrease acute care and criminal justice episodes, promote safer use of alcohol overall. You drink, whatever. Let's hear from my man.
The city is spending on this program, is the outcomes of the program actually worth the investment? Now, this is very different than a safe injection site. A safe injection site, first of all, is against federal law because you can use illicit drugs inside a safe injection site like fentanyl or meth or crack cocaine. This is alcohol, which is 100% legal that they're giving folks. So yeah, two different things, but basically they're both there to try to just manage someone's addiction in perpetuity instead of promoting recovery or trying to, usher someone into treatment so they can actually leave their addiction behind.
So last October, the leaders of this program conducted a seminar for the University of California, San Francisco. They described how they calculate how much alcohol is given to a certain person. Let's listen to that. I'll talk to you on the other side, Tom.
We use the term SDE, or standard drink equivalent. One SDE is equivalent to 50 cc's of vodka or liquor, 12 ounces of a 5% beer, or 5 ounces of a 12% wine. So you can see, for example, the first person here drinks vodka and gets a total of 16 SDEs a day. They get 3 SDEs at 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and then 4 at 10 p.m. overnight.
Okay, so this is one example, but just breaking down the numbers of an SDE, as they call it, is the equivalent to 1 shot of vodka. That person is getting 16 shots every single day. So is this program really helping that person? And of course, I know alcohol is a real addiction with real physical effects, but does it really help this person giving them essentially 16 shots of vodka?
Well, that's really the question, and that's why we're here talking today. So is our Department of Public Health's job to keep people healthy or to keep people sick? And if you're an alcoholic and they're giving you 16 drinks a day, that's actually keeping you in your alcoholism or keeping you in your addiction.
That's really the bottom line. You're just keeping them in the addiction. And you know what? I have a lot to say, actually. I'm going to just leave this right here, but I have a lot to say. My dad was an alcoholic, and we tried everything. Inpatient, outpatient, going to the house, taking the alcohol away. Sometimes he had somebody come over and give him some alcohol just so you can go to sleep. Stuff like that. It never really works. He wound up dying. He had a heart attack, probably from his days as a firefighter. I'm not sure if it was from the alcohol, but that didn't help, obviously. Going back and forth to the hospital. Listen, giving somebody alcohol is not going to help them recover. From dealing with him and having other family members that have had addiction, what they have to do is come to want to get off it themselves. Nothing else is going to make a difference. This program, this NGO, is just a way to get money to serve drinks. That's all it is. You're not doing anything to help. If you're getting 16 vodka shots a day you're going to end up with, I mean, you're going to end up dead anyway. So what's the actual purpose? It's just a way to siphon money from the taxpayer in San Francisco, California, the same way that the regular taxes do. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on this program? Do you know anyone who is battling alcoholism? Do you think this will work? Is it a real thing? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is not going to work. It's a waste of money. Free alcohol. I mean, listen, my man was talking about a key difference between a safe injection site and this, basically medical bar. You're getting 16 shots of vodka every day at this bar, basically for free. The key difference is the legality of alcohol versus crack, meth, whatever, fentanyl. That's the next thing, ain't it? Weed got legalized. Then they want to legalize shrooms. Then they want to legalize MDMA, ecstasy. Next on the list is going to be the heroin. You already know it. In California, they pretty much decriminalized it. If you get caught with heroin, crack, whatever, you're not going to get prosecuted. So the next step is to straight up legalize it. Now, will it be legal on a federal level? No. But weed is not legal on a federal level. And you could buy that at a dispensary all over the USA, wherever it's legal. So that's the next step. So then they're going to have free heroin, fentanyl, whatever, in these places. That's going to be the next step. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.